You're live.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you, traders? Welcome to the live stream. Let me just get your questions up on my screen so I can see them. Okay, wonderful. So, guys, I'm with you for the next 45 minutes or an hour to get as many questions as you like over to me. But also, guys, we've got the CPI data coming out from America. So we're going to look at the reaction of this important figure, for all of the Forex pairs, to be honest, guys. We're going to see what reaction that has, the CPI data. But we're also going to look at what trades we're in and potentially what you're looking at today, guys. Let us know what you are looking at. That's the plan of attack for today. Get all your questions over to me. Hello, Colin. Another news day for America. What are the chances? Feels like a news day every day, but that is the nature of the beast. Sometimes the markets need these pieces of news to get things moving, to get it out of a funk, if you like. Because if we look at Euro US dollar, guys, this has just been here, like Euro US dollar. It is in a funk. That is not a technical term, but it's just price doesn't know what to do with itself. It's just in this zone, not knowing what to do with itself. So sometimes we need a bit of news to make it, pick a direction. So sometimes news can be a good thing. All right. So let's see the effect it has on Euro US dollar today. If we break these lows here, guys, because of this news, I'm thinking we've got some room potentially back down to this grey zone here. Let's move this across a little bit. So I'm thinking potentially, if we see a bit of movement to the downside, we've got lots of room to move into, guys. Right, let's see who's in. Thapello, hello, how are you, my friend? A regular on the Discord channel, always shares his great trade ideas. So those of you who haven't joined our Discord yet, come join it. There's traders giving you their ideas. What is not to like? JM3000, Kajen, we'll take a look at that in a minute, my friend. Coprod, happy days, mate. Good to see you again. How are you doing today? CPI going to be interesting. Yes, it is. I'm all good. CPI is going to be interesting, that's for sure. Hello, Ian. Morning, HMH. Hi, VFX. Hi, Lawrence. Hi, Ryan. Why does price respect certain zones? All right, we'll answer that question too as well. So, guys, CPI is going to be interesting. Ignore this. CPI is going to be interesting, guys, because a lot of these US major pairs are at interesting levels. Let's look at Aussie dollar, US dollar. So, this is an interesting level here. Will we continue to see US dollar strength? Back down for Aussie dollar, US dollar. US dollar, Japanese yen, as you know, regulars on my channel, guys, I have been waiting for a break of this grey zone here for about 8 years now. Okay, I'm exaggerating, but this is the H4. If we get a sustained break of this, a candle that looks like this, I think we've got room to the upside as well. And that would suggest US dollar strength. So, if we go back to the Euro US dollar day chart, we are literally at this cliff top. If price falls off this cliff top, I think we're going to see some US dollar strength. But if it doesn't, we could see positive news for the euro and not the dollar. We could see dollar weakness. So, really interesting to see what happens with this CPI today. Let's answer that question first of all. Why does price respect certain zones? Purely because price has reacted there historically. you've got to think, guys, yeah, there are millions and millions and millions of traders, yeah, and they are all looking at these levels. For euro, US dollar, they're looking at these levels, yeah, okay. So if everyone's looking at the same level, yeah, chances are we're going to get a reaction at that level. Simple as that, guys. Yeah, let's look at a different pair. Let's look at, I don't know, let's look at Euro Aussie dollar. Okay, so we haven't yet, but this is clearly an area of support and resistance. Was once resistance, but this grey zone is now support. You know, we will eventually get a reaction here because everyone else is looking at this pair. Yeah, it's just because everyone's looking at the same levels. All right, so that leads to masses entering at those levels. That's also why you get these stop hunts. Yeah, you know, the hedge funds, the banks, the big boys, they know. Yeah, let's go back to euro US dollar. They know that you are looking. Right, let's do this. Okay, so the big banks, yeah, price created this high. Okay, so the big banks know that when price comes down and comes back up to this high, everyone is looking at this high. Okay, and if you were to trade this, yeah, you would start shorting it. Okay, so once price gets exactly to this high, you would start shorting this pair. Yeah, and then it just goes, you see price goes a little bit further. All you retail traders, yeah, get taken out. Yeah, the big boys take up loads of stops, yeah, get their order filled, and then price comes back down. Okay, so the big banks, the hedge funds also know that you are looking at these levels and will try and just stop you out, and then price will come crashing down. All right, so yeah, we can call that a liquidity grab, a stop hunt. So yeah, that's why these areas hold. Everyone's looking at them. Remind me, guys, because if we look at the news in a few minutes, 22 minutes to be exact, we've got CPI figures coming out of the US, guys. All right, so yeah, we must be aware of these figures coming out. So we're going to look at the reaction here. So for the first important piece of data, core CPI, they expect that to remain at 0.4. Yeah, for month-on-month CPI, they expect to see an increase from last month, and CPI year-on-year, they expect the data release to be the same. All right, so yeah, let's see in 20 minutes what effect this has on the markets, guys. All right. I know the news comes out because you all desert me, but we will look at it together, guys. All right. So we got a little bit of time. Let's take a look at a few questions. Hi, Carlos. HMH, time to chill with some vodka while observing the news. Very true. Very true. I'm also a little bit worried, guys, that I'm going to lose my voice. I do a lot of talking these days. Good day, Greg, YouTube member and mentorship program E. How are you, mate? Good to have you on. MV Creations, hello. VFX, Pound Yen, Joseph, bonjour, bonjour, ça va. Fluent, many languages, Joseph. So who was first? JM3000. All right, let's take a look at CAD Yen. Because we've got a bit of news before, we've got a bit of time before the news. So CAD Yen, guys, so these are the things I look at. I suggest you do the same. First of all, trend, okay? Market structure, whatever you want to call it. But we are in an uptrend, all right? You can clearly see that. Higher lows, higher highs, we are in an uptrend. Okay. The question we've got to ask ourselves with Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, is there any value? Not really. Yeah, we've already hit my target up here. Um, and we don't have a lot of room to move into before we start seeing resistance again. This last daily high, you're going to start seeing some sellers enter the market. Unless there's news and it just pushes through, you're going to see sellers at this point. So is there any value in buying Canadian dollar yen? My answer would be no. There's no value at this level. So yeah, I don't like this. I want to be with trend. I want to buy it, yeah, because it's in an uptrend. But you can see by these wicks here as well. Sellers have pushed this down. There's no value. Okay, so I would be reluctant to take this trade. But overall, I'd be looking for longs because of the trend. If we look at H4, yeah, I mean, this is a telltale sign. Yeah, look at this absolute pooey, couldn't think of a better word, but pooey price action. You cannot trade that, okay? And why is price action like that? Because, yeah, buyers have taken it almost back to those daily highs. We're going to see sellers in here. So people are reluctant to keep buying this, yeah, and they're reluctant to sell it. So you've got buyers and sellers not knowing what to do with themselves. So another reason to stay away from CAD yen. If I, started seeing a break of these lows, yeah, I'd consider shorts, yeah. And if we got a break of this high, I still probably wouldn't consider buys because, if we look over here, guys, this will be, you won't have much room to move into. So yeah, CAD yen, don't like it. Look at a different yen pair. A yen pair that has more value, like Swiss franc, Japanese yen, for example. So yeah, I hope that helps. JM3000, look for value in a trade. CAD yen, no value. What else are we looking at, guys? So CAD yen, VFX, pound yen. Okay, let's have a look at that as well. Pound yen. Where are we? Pound yen. Okay. I think it's important to note the weekly chart here because I know that this is an important weekly level. Okay, so this is pound yen weekly chart. Yeah, over here, very important level, and price has reacted at that level, as we would expect, guys. Yeah, so we've seen a reaction here. All right, if we go down to the day trend now, what you're currently seeing are buyers in terms of an uptrend. Yeah, you've got buyers in here, but you've got weekly sellers here. So potentially there's a bit more room to these last highs. Okay, so again, if I had to trade it, I would buy this pair. But I think what you're going to see is this, guys, because you've got selling pressure and buying pressure. All right. For me to take a trade, I want to see a break out of this gray zone and I would start selling this, or I want to see a break above those weekly highs. Okay. If I get this, a break above those weekly highs, I would long this pair. If I get a break of these daily lows here, yeah, I would look to short this pair. All right. So, and if we look at the candlesticks, yeah, we were thinking, right, buyers are back. Woohoo! Let's follow the buyers back up to here. But then look at these wicks. Look at these wicks. So, yeah, again, not a pair I would be looking at. If we look at H4, yeah, again, we're just stuttering. Yeah, like CAD yen as well. So potentially a break of these lows, we could start shorting back down to here. And if we got a break of these highs, we could start buying this pair, but not a lot of room to move into before we see resistance and sellers. Okay, so yeah, pound yen, both CAD yen, pound yen at difficult levels. If I was to trade a yen pair today, it would be US dollar yen. Okay, because if we look at the day chart, yeah, we're in an uptrend, but this area here is value. We've got all this room to move into. Okay, so this trade has value. Entering here represents value. I've been discussing this a lot on my VIP Discord, on my Discord channel, on my daily analysis vids. Value. We need value, guys. If you're going to buy something, if you're going to buy a house, you're not going to buy at the top price. You would want to haggle and negotiate. You would want to get a reduced price. Then you're happy to buy. It's the same with trading, guys. Yeah. Wait for that value purchase. All right. So yeah, I would look at US dollar yen. Obviously, this CPI data, we need to wait for this. Or what else was I looking at? It was Swiss franc, Japanese yen. Okay, so yeah, I'm also looking at Swiss franc, Japanese yen, because this, again, this is the day chart. And this level here represents value. We have room, lots of room to move into. Okay, so if we had to look at yen pairs, US dollar yen and Swiss franc yen are the two pairs I'd look at, guys. Okay, what else have we got? DTV, how are you, Tom? I'm good, thank you, DTV. I know you are part of our Discord channel. Just for guys, those of you that are new to the channel, yeah, if you would like to join our Discord, it's free. We have free Discord and we also have VIP Discord, guys. You have to pay for VIP Discord, but you get my trade alerts as and when they happen. You get what else do you get? You get access to me throughout the day where you can ask me questions. You also get exclusive content that you can only find on the VIP Discord. Check it out. Joseph St. Dennis, I have a small position on New Zealand US dollar, wondering if I should close it. If you have a small position on New Zealand US dollar, okay, before the news comes out, you are gambling. Yeah, simple as that, Joseph. Yeah, you're gambling. Okay. When that news comes out, it could do this. It could do this. We have no idea, and neither does anyone else. Okay. Very important. Nobody has a clue what that data release will be. All these so-called analytical experts will say, because of X, Y, Z, I expect the CPI figure to be this. They don't know. Nobody knows. If you are in a trade now, unless you've covered yourself, let's say you're in profit, you close some profit, move your stop to break even, okay, yeah, then it's a free trade. But if you're just in a trade having a punt, having a gamble on the news, which is what you are doing, then yeah, flip a coin as to if you're going to make money or not. Okay, simple as that. So yeah, that is what I think of the news. What else are we looking at? Carlos, New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. I am looking to short this. Okay, let's have a quick look at, okay, we've got 10 more minutes before the news. New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. I have been looking to short this. This is a real weekly play. Yeah, if you look at this weekly chart, guys, you can see we are in this downward channel. I've even drawn in the lines. Yeah, price has just been reacting down. So the expectation would be to come back down to here. Obviously, this is the weekly chart, and that could take weeks. But this is what we are looking at, guys. All right. Let's drop down to the day chart now. The day chart is less clear because arguably we're in an uptrend. Yeah, arguably we're in an uptrend. We were in a downtrend. Not arguably, we are in an uptrend. And now we're in an uptrend. So this is definitely a weekly play off the top of this range to come down. All right. And there's one zone I've been waiting for to break on the H1, and it is this. Okay. As soon as price breaks this grey zone, I will be all over New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar, like I would be over Gal Gadot if I took her on a date. Okay. Bad analogy. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at, guys. I'm looking for a break of this level. Yeah, if I get a break, I will enter this pair short. In terms of targets, yeah, I would look to take it potentially back down to this last low here. Okay, let's get a break of this grey zone. Yeah, enter the trade back down to these last lows here. All right, so Carlos, I hope you're also looking for New Zealand Canadian dollar shorts. Let me know. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. But it's a real weekly play for me, that, guys. Yeah, what else are you interested, guys? Yeah, let me show you some things I'm interested in. You're going to see some links flash up in the live chat, guys. So yeah, come join the channel if you haven't already. We also have YouTube membership now. If you would like to show your support for the channel, yeah, you can join our YouTube membership. You get some fun emojis, but you also get access to bespoke videos and discounts on anything we have to offer. So check it out. Check it out. What am I looking at today? Yeah, so I'm still looking at this US dollar yen trade. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit news led, but I just want price to break from this grey zone. It still hasn't. If we look at the H4, yeah, this H4 level, yeah, it's just proven to be a real area of resistance. All right. But yeah, if I had to, predict what will happen next, it would be a break of this grey zone, because look at this upward pressure. Yeah, the lows are getting higher. Yeah, and we basically is eventually going to push through this grey zone. Obviously, this might be, helped by news very shortly, but yeah, I'll be looking to take news back up to here. Okay, enter here, stop below here somewhere, and take price back up to here. All right, so that's what I would be looking to do, but obviously we need to look at CPI data coming out very shortly. What else am I looking at? So I was also looking at a couple of Swiss franc pairs, guys. I know Carlos was looking at this as well, and Colin. Yeah, we were discussing this in our mentorship program. So let's look at New Zealand dollar Swiss franc. So again, this is an interesting one, okay? Because again, we are in an uptrend. Okay, price came down, respected this level. Yeah, this level through here became important, broke this level. All right. So we have higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Okay, so US dollar yen is already reacting before the news. All right, but again, I won't enter the trade, guys, until that news is released. So we're getting higher highs, higher lows. So New Zealand Swiss franc is in an uptrend, but we are at a very good resistance level. Yeah, price reacted here historically, and we've also got this higher time frame channel coming down. So how would I trade this? If we got a break out of this grey zone, yeah, I would be looking for buys up to this next level. If price closes, if we get quite a bearish candle and price closes back below this grey zone, I think we can take price down a little bit. But bear in mind, when we short this, it is against day trend. In an ideal world, not an ideal world, in my world, I like to be with day trend. Okay, simple as that, guys. Yeah, I have to be with the day trend. But I can see why people are potentially looking for shorts here. And what am I looking for when I'm looking? So when price enters a grey zone, what am I looking for? So my regulars will know I am looking for a H1 structure break. So we have found ourselves here. And you can clearly see, guys, let me draw in a grey zone through here. There is a zone through here that if price breaks, hence my alarm, see my alarm is ready to pounce like a Bengal tiger. I don't know. Yeah, then I would look to short this pair. I think there's room to the downside. But because I'm against day trend with this pair, I would have a conservative target. Might just be down to this area here. Yeah, I wouldn't want to carry it on because we are against trend. So that's what I'm looking for with New Zealand Swiss franc. And it's pretty much the same trade with Aussie dollar Swiss franc as well, guys. Yeah, so let's look at another question. How do you draw your zones? So basically, I am looking for historic price action. I'm keeping an eye on the time, guys, while I talk and move the mouse and look at charts. My eyes will be like this. Yeah, but how do you draw your zones? I just look where price reacted historically. Yeah, it's as simple as that. I mean, we've just looked at this chart. Let's pick a totally new chart. Pound US dollar. All right. I'm just looking at where price reacted. So you can see down here, price reacted many times. It reacted again. Yeah, grey zone, an area of support. Price up here reacted historically. Yeah, becomes an area of resistance. When it breaks, it becomes a good area for support. Yeah, and we take price higher. And that's all I'm looking for, guys, is where has price reacted historically? Yeah, when you're plotting your grey zones, look left on the chart. Okay, look left, because you will see where price has reacted historically. Okay, let's take a look at the news now. We've got 1 minute, guys. So let's take a look at, well, this normally has a slight delay for the news release. So let's keep an eye on the euro US dollar and see how that reacts. Okay, so let's keep an eye on the euro US dollar. Let's go down to the 4-hour chart. Okay, and just wait for those CPI figures. Talk amongst yourselves, guys. What did you do last night? How's your boyfriend? How's your girlfriend? What do you do for work? Okay. New Zealand CAD is breaking that level, by the way, Carlos. Okay, but let's take a look here, guys. Da, 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 da. I can sing if you like. You don't want me singing. Okay. So the initial reaction is it could be worse than expected. I would say it's worse than expected because currently we are seeing US dollar weakness. Okay. Okay, good, Carlos. Your alarm went off. Good. Yeah, we are seeing US dollar weakness. So without even looking at the figures, which we will do shortly, those figures are going to be worse than expected, I imagine. You never know with the news, but judging by this reaction, quite a lot worse than expected. But let's take a look. Okay, so the first important figure was as expected, 0.4, 0.4. The second figure was as expected, guys. Okay, but the third figure was only slightly worse than expected. But if we go back to the charts now, yeah, you can see that is having a real effect on the US dollar. Yeah, it's become weaker, but it was only a slight miss, guys. Yeah, this is quite a strong reaction for only a small miss on the news. So there's euro US dollar. Let's take a look at US dollar CAD. Okay, so yeah, we're seeing again, yeah, this is still US dollar weakness. Yeah, because this is US dollar CAD. So CAD strength, US dollar weakness. Okay, so yeah, let's have a look at a cross pair. Let's have a look at pound yen, see if it's affected this. Not so much. Yeah, this is just news, you know, focused on the US dollar. And yeah, pound yen, not a massive reaction here. Let's have a quick look at that New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar trade. Okay, so it's had quite the reaction there. I would say this reaction is more of a technical reaction. Yeah, because remember I was telling you I want to see price break these lows. And price still hasn't broken these lows. Okay. So yeah, I mean, this is having a real effect on New Zealand dollar. Let's have a look at New Zealand US dollar to see how that's reacting. Yeah, I mean, that is absolutely skyrocketing. Aussie, lots of alarms going off. Aussie dollar CAD, what was I looking at here? Okay, so, all right, I'm interested to see what CAD does at this level. Okay, let's go back to, let's look at a different US dollar pair. Let's look at that US yen pair. So we've been waiting for ages. If we look at the H4, we've been waiting for ages for a break of this grey zone. Yeah. And because of that slightly worse than expected news, we still haven't broke this level. Yeah, I was looking to trade this back up here. So yeah, US dollar weakness across the board. It seems to be affecting New Zealand CAD, Aussie dollar CAD. Yeah. Let's have a look at Aussie dollar CAD. Okay, so yeah, it seems to be affecting these cross pairs. Let's have a look at euro pound, see if that's had a bit of an impact. Again, I would just say this is a technical level bounce. Yeah, it's having a bit of bounce off here. So yeah, let's go back to euro US dollar. And if we look at the day chart, guys, it looks like, yeah, this grey zone is going to hold. Yeah, looks like this grey zone here after the initial reaction is going to hold. You know, we need the dust to settle, guys. I never trade directly after the news because again, it's like this. It whipsaws. Yeah. So I would wait for a sustained push away from this level. Okay. And then potentially we could take price back up to here and benefit from that US dollar weakness. Let's have a look on the H4 again. Let's keep an eye on it. So it'd be interesting to see if it bursts through this last high. Because if you were looking at the H4, yeah, this area here was the last H4 high. If it breaks this, we get a candle that looks something like this on the H4, then I think we've got room to the upside. Okay. But yeah, we need to wait for this candle to finish. Even the H1 candle. Yeah, this level through here is the last H1 area here, all the way through here actually. So again, if we see this, we've got another 25 minutes. If I see this H1 candle finish like it is now, then okay, potentially we got a trade to the upside. But right now, I am going to let the dust settle and let this news settle, guys. Okay, so right, let's focus on some non-chart related questions. So VFX, I like your question. I'm having difficulties with psychology, how to make trades, how can I improve myself? So the best thing, so some of the biggest common things with trading is a lack of patience, a lack of discipline. Okay, and they can manifest themselves in many ways. Okay, and handling bad trades. Yeah, these are the three things for me: patience, discipline, and handling a bad trade. Good trades are easy. Yeah, you place your entry. Okay, let me take a quick look at New Zealand CAD. Is that coming back down now? No, flying up. So yeah. Good trades are easy. You have a target, you enter, you have a target, it hits target. Doesn't require too much psychological, turmoil. But a losing trade is where you really find yourself in trading. Yeah, how you manage them is key to your success, along with patience and discipline. And again, I talk about this on my mentorship program, how we can deal with bad trades. But what I would say to help you with your psychology, have a very structured, very rigid trading plan. Yeah, something you cannot stray from. All right, so make it so that it's impossible for emotions to come in. Yeah, you're like, if XYZ happens, I can short a trade. If XYZ happens, I can long buy a trade. As simple as that, guys. Make your strategy and your plan emotion proof. Yeah, if that makes sense. So if you are struggling with psychology, really put some levels into your strategy. Yeah, some criteria that must be met before you take a trade. And I promise you that will help you psychologically, because you've got nowhere to stray. There's no gray area. It's black and white. Make it binary. And if you are having problems with psychology, vodka. I'm only joking. But yeah, make it binary. Yeah, take the emotions away from the trade. Make it binary. If this happens, I enter. If this happens, I enter. Okay. I've just realized I'm not using my professional mic. I'm using these headphones. I do apologize. What else, guys? Carlos, strong move on gold. Let's take a look. Okay, that is a strong move on gold. It's a strong move across all of the currency pairs, really. If we put it on the day chart, yeah, it looks less scary. Yeah, but if we put it on the H1, yeah, we're having a real, sell-off of US dollar, real US dollar weakness. Yeah, US dollar CAD flying down, New Zealand US dollar. Yeah, let's go back to that figure. Look at that news, guys. This news predicted 5% and only missed by 0.1%. And look how mental the charts are going. Yeah, crazy. Okay, so yeah, don't trade the news, basically. Wait for it to settle. When it settles, I'll look at these charts again and see what I have available. Okay, guys. So yeah, any more questions? Anything else you want me to look at? Because if not, guys, I'll leave you to trade. like I say, don't jump into a trade with this news. Yeah, let it settle. Let the dust settle. At least give it one hourly candle. At least let this hourly candle finish and then make decisions. All right, guys, don't jump in a trade now. You could see a wick like this on this pair quite easily. Okay, so yeah, we'll leave it there for today, guys. If you've enjoyed the live stream, enjoyed my analysis, then come join us again tomorrow. Also join the channel, subscribe to the channel. Also join our free Discord, guys. Yeah, and if you would like to support the channel, join our YouTube membership. It's only a little amount of money, but you get some great perks. All right, guys, we're going to leave it there. Have a great trading day, and I will see you later, guys.